Hello YouTube, my name's Barbara and I'm taking over Kaitlyn's YouTube channel in 2016. Mwahahahaha. Barbara, you can't take over my YouTube channel, you're a teddy bear. Why, of course I can, Kaitlyn. Isn't she so cute? This was my Christmas present from Parker. I told him that I really wanted a Build-A-Bear and was like, just go and make something that you think represents me, and this is what it came out with. Look at her little shiny shoes. I think that he did an amazing job. She's even got vlogging glasses, so yes. So this week I want to be a little bit more informal and I want to talk about what we are going to do in 2016 as me as iIMAGINEblank and you guys as the imagination. I made a handy dandy little list today. I have 12 things. That was just in like 10 minutes of writing down things I want to do with my channel and you guys this year. Okay, so let's start out with the big thing that I would really like to do in 2016 and is something that I have been working on since the summer of 2015 when I went to VidCon and I got to have this mentorship with Sarah Penna, and that is something called Color Me Stress Free, which is essentially a coloring book club for the imagination and anyone else who wants to join. Now I have a whole video right here if you want to go watch it about Color Me Stress Free, kind of where it comes from and the history behind it and what I want to do with it, kind of the ideas I have about it. But I want to give you just a few ideas of what I want to do because this is something that I'm definitely going to do in 2016 and you're going to be seeing on my channel. We'll also mean more than one video in a week. Yeah, I know you guys really want that. So Color Me Stress Free is not in any way a replacement for my normal weekly videos. You're still going to be getting the advice and the vlogging and the fun that I usually give you, but I wanted to add something of this kind of mental health focused but also fun art focused kind of initiative. So to start, I've got some awesome adult coloring books as well as just some cool like kid coloring books because you gotta do both of them. You gotta be able to do the teeny tiny little lines, which this maybe stresses me out a little bit to look at this, but we'll see what happens. But I've also got some like My Little Pony coloring books to do too. But what I really want is for us as a community, you guys, to submit your own artwork for coloring. And when we do that, then I will be able to send out a PDF to all of you so you can download it and then color it yourself and then take a picture and send it back to me, and then I can send out an awesome video that features everybody's artwork. It may be really slow at first. I have 4 art pieces which were commissioned by one of my friends who had a friend who was an artist and wanted to give her some work. So he commissioned 4 pieces of art and then gave them to me to use for Color Me Stress Free. So we're gonna start with that, as well as just some coloring book stuff that I won't obviously be able to send out to you because it's copyrighted and all that kind of fun stuff. But the goal here is to try something a little bit different on my channel and do something that I really love, which is art, and to kind of create this dialogue about mental health with all of you guys. So my goal for that is to be able to do it 2 times a month. So it won't be a weekly thing along with my weekly video, but it will be at least 2 videos a month. So every other week you can look forward to Color Me Stress Free. Kind of going along with that, I would really like to start a newsletter and have you guys get something in your email inbox from me that would, of course, give you the PDF for Color Me Stress Free and kind of go in depth a little more about what I'm talking about in my videos, as well as highlighting my blog, because I don't think a lot of you know that I have a blog, and I do. And then having a newsletter plays into me really wanting to have my own website for the imagination. That's what I would like to have by the end of the year. Essentially, I want to branch outside of YouTube because, you know, tomorrow YouTube could just go down and I could lose all of you guys. You wouldn't be able to find my content anymore, and that would be really sad for me, and I bet it'd be sad for you too. So I'm trying to think of ways to like engage with you guys, the superfan imagination outside of just YouTube. Which brings me to this wanting to have t-shirts. And we did this before, all this like picking our team name, the imagination, and picking our kind of mascot animal, which was a cat, even though I was kind of like, I want it to be a unicorn. And I'm kind of thinking I might make it a cat dressed up like a unicorn. Is that okay? Can I do that? Kaitlyn, you're running the show here. You're a one-man show. You can do whatever the heck you want. So we've talked about t-shirts before, and one of you has even won me making a t-shirt for you, which hasn't happened. Unfortunately, you haven't gotten really mad at me and been like, whoa, where's my t-shirt? But it's absolutely happening in 2016. This is what I want to do. I want to kind of create new graphics for the channel and get a new look and everything, and then really move into making a t-shirt because I want to wear the t-shirts. I think it would be fun. Where this is really all going is that I want 2016 to be the year of the imagination. I want want to really connect with you all who have been following me from the very beginning, or maybe have just started following me recently, but you like love what I'm doing and I love you guys, and I want to kind of, I feel like there's this little bit of a ravine between us because there's a camera. Obviously, there's a camera and a computer screen that are kind of disconnecting us. And I want to bring that gap closer together. So maybe doesn't even seem like there's a gap anymore. And that's a little scary for me sometimes because I feel like I have to protect myself because I don't know who you guys are. I just see your comments on different social media posts, and I can hope that you have good intentions. But I try not to give too much of my personal life. Like I give you kind of my brain thought personal life, but not really my personal life, because that gets scary when someone like shows up on your doorstep and they're like, hello, I love you so much. Will you marry me? Please don't do that. So in trying to close that gap and open myself up even more to you all, I want to do monthly Google Hangouts. That's what's super scary for me because there's no censorship editing between when someone asks me a question and when I give you my answer. I usually have a day or two to figure out what I want to say to you or how to say it best without offending the whole wide world. But if we do a Google Hangout, and you ask me a question and I answer it right then, it may not always be the best answer, but I want to do that. I want to be more authentic with you guys by trying to have Google Hangouts. So what I'm thinking is that we'll have themed Google Hangouts. So say we'll do one that's based around dating and romance and crushes, and you can bring all your questions to me and ask them and I'll answer them. But I would also really like to have ones that are themed around us as a creative community, and you would kind of send to me or bring to me or talk to me during that hangout about stuff that you're working on. And I can kind of look over those things, which would be really fun. And I can get to know you creatively, just like you've gotten to know me creatively as a YouTuber. Also, fun fact, I have a GoPro now. Yay, GoPro! Which means I could do more travel and just kind of on-the-go vlogs. And I'm wondering if you would be interested in me doing something like that. I don't even know if I'm gonna like it, but this is so much more easy to carry around and talk to myself with than my giant DSLR that really likes being on a tripod rather than me holding it out in front of me and hurting my arm and all of that stuff. And you guys also really liked when I did a cosplay for Halloween, which I was kind of surprised with. And some of you asked me to do more kind of DIY, creative, crafty cosplay type stuff, which I would love to do. I don't think it's going to be a weekly or a monthly kind of thing, but I want to throw more of those in during the year. And I want to booktube more. I started out last year with doing at least one booktube video a month, and that was really great, but I kind of I read some really bad books at the beginning of the year, and those are really the only ones I felt like making videos on. But I'm wondering if it might be more fun to kind of start a learn how to love to read book club, where I would basically just pick some of my favorite books that I'm reading now and have read in my past, and kind of what about them I loved and made me love to read. I like the idea of inspiring people to pick up books, pick up new books, and try something new, and just have fun reading, because reading is so great and so important. So if you couldn't tell from this video, I want 2016 to be the year of trying new things and really being authentic to myself as a video creator. I felt in 2015, even as successful as my channel was in analytics, I had times where I felt I wasn't really having a lot of fun making videos sometimes. I felt like I was just making them because this is the type of video that I felt like people would want to see, and they would get a lot more views than maybe my regular videos did, and I usually proved myself right in that, but it can get boring for me. And I found that when I would put out the videos that I really wanted to make, like my Christmas video, that was the most fun I've had in so long making a video. And the people who are true imagination kids, guys, girls, you guys responded so well to that and made me feel so loved. So essentially, I'm going to try not to pander to the internet this year and really just do a service to myself and to you guys who are super fans, and make videos that I'm excited about making. Doesn't mean though that I'm not gonna answer your questions about crushes or about feeling ugly or any of that stuff, because I love doing that. I love giving you guys advice. That's kind of like your big sister here. I will help you in whatever way you need. So that's it. That's 2016. I'm super excited for it. I'm really kind of scared because this is a long list of things that I really want to do, and I don't want to disappoint you guys. But I'm trying to step back and say it's not about disappointing you all, it's about disappointing myself. And I think I'd be more disappointed in the long run if I just didn't try to do any of these things. And maybe I'll fail at half of them, but if even just one of them is successful in just a little tiny way, I think that I'll be pretty happy, because that's what life is about trying new things and learning what's good and what's not good and having fun. So I love you guys so much, and I hope you stuck through this whole kind of crazy scatterbrain video of my ideas, and I hope you're as excited about 2016 as I am. This video has such weird lighting because the sun was just like, I'm gonna freak out right when you film this video. So yeah, sorry about that. So if you have gotten this far in the video and you're still here and listening and you've heard something that you're excited about, please tell me down in the comments, and just, you know, I want to know what you are most excited about. If no one says anything about something, then I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't do that thing, but I may do it anyway. I do what I want. And remember to like, favorite, share, and subscribe if this video made you smile. Barbara says, see you guys next Thursday. Ah!